No.5, and these are our group members, which include our group leader Anfu, Wenxian, Claudia, Iza, and Lee. Together, we work on analyzing and presenting the project management strategy for the Changi Airport construction. To begin, let's outline the key objective of this presentation. First, we will explore the key phases of project management and how they will apply in this large-scale infrastructure project. Next, we analyze the challenge and complexity faces at each stage, from planning and design to construction and implementation. We will then discuss the strategy used for managing time and cost effectively, ensuring the project remains on schedule and within budget. Finally, we reflect on our team learning experience throughout this project, highlight the valuable insight we gained from studying such a landmark undertaking.
Good day, Doctor. My name is Ganamfu. Today, I'm going to explain the key phases of project management process that apply to our chosen project, which is Changi Airport. Next. There are 5 project management phases, which are initiation phase, planning phase, execution phase, monitoring and controlling phase, and the last one is closure phase. The initiation phase began by defining objectives such as increasing passenger capacity, improving efficiency, and enhancing user experience, all aligned with Singapore's vision as a global aviation hub. The challenges in initiation phase including aligning goals across stakeholders with differing priority and addressing unclear objectives due to uncertain forecasts and requirements. In order to overcome these challenges, the team can engage with stakeholders through workshops and a strong communication plan. Feasibility study and market analysis also helps clarify objectives, and a detailed project charter defines roles and success metrics. In the planning phase, the team focused on creating comprehensive blueprints for all facilities, establishing realistic timelines, and preparing detailed budgets. Risk management plays a crucial role, with potential challenges identified early on and mitigation strategies developed. Resource allocation was another key focus to ensure that materials, labor, and equipment were effectively distributed to meet the project demands. The planning phase encountered significant challenges, particularly in coordinating across multiple disciplines. Ensuring effective communication and alignment between architects, engineers, and other stakeholders was important to ensure that everything works together seamlessly. Another major challenge was ensuring the scalability of the infrastructure to meet the anticipated long-term growth in passenger traffic. To address these changes, Changi Airport can employ advanced tools such as computer-aided design and simulation software to create detailed models of the airport and simulate various scenarios. The execution phase was focused on implementing the plans developed during the planning stage. This included the construction of key infrastructure components such as terminals, runways, and integrating IT systems to ensure operational efficiencies. During the execution phase, challenges included managing construction delays and addressing safety risks. In order to solve these challenges, Changi Airport can employ agile methodologies to enable the team to remain flexible and respond quickly to issues. In the monitoring and controlling phase, the focus was on tracking the project's progress against timelines and budgets. Changes in this phase included managing scope creep, which could result in budget overruns and delays. Besides, variability in contractor performance posed a risk to meeting quality and timelines expectations. To overcome these changes, Changi Airport can use key performance indicators to monitor project health. Lastly, the closure phase involved finalizing deliverables such as completing construction and obtaining necessary approvals. Changes during the closure phase included ensuring that all systems were integrated seamlessly and complied with regulatory standards. To overcome these changes, comprehensive testing was conducted to ensure readiness. A structured handovers process were implemented to ensure that all deliverables meet expectations.
I'm going to talk about the importance of time management in the Changi Airport project and how we can effectively manage time across different phases of the project to ensure its success. Time management is crucial for keeping the project on schedule, within budget, and align with its goals. It also helps prevent delays and resource wastage, ensuring smooth project flow from start to finish. Let's dive into the key phases of the project and the strategies we will use to manage time effectively. In the planning phase, the first step is to break the project into smaller, manageable tasks. We use a work breakdown structure, which is WBS, to define the project scope and organize the tasks. A Gantt chart helps us visualize the project timeline, key milestones, and dependencies. Additionally, the critical path method, which is CPM, identifies the tasks that have the most direct impact on the project overall timeline. In this phase, we focus on defining clear deliverables, estimating task durations, and setting realistic deadlines based on historical data. As the project moves into the execution phase, the focus shifts to tracking progress and ensuring tasks are completed on time. Firstly, project management software like Primavera or Microsoft Project allows us to assign tasks, track progress, and update timelines. Secondly, time blocking is also used to allocate specific time frames for each task, ensuring deadlines are met. We also use tools like Microsoft Excel to track resources and monitor data. Regular progress meetings are held to review task completion, make any necessary adjustment, and keep everything on track. In the monitoring and control phase, we continuously evaluate the project performance. Firstly, earned value management, which is EVM, helps measure both the schedule and cost performance. Furthermore, dashboards provide real-time project health indicators, and performance reviews ensure that we are on track with the planned schedule. If delays are identified, we can adjust resources or timeline as needed using metrics like Cost Performance Index, which is CPI, and Schedule Performance Index, which is SPI, to guide decision making. To manage delays effectively, we hold weekly status meetings to discuss progress, identify any bottlenecks, and come up with solutions. The important thing is progress reports are shared regularly to keep everyone informed about time performance. If delay occur, we prioritize critical tasks, employ fast tracking or crashing techniques to recover lost time, and have contingency plans in place for unexpected issues. In conclusion, effective time management is important for the success of the Changi Airport project. By staying on top of tasks, adjusting timeline when necessary, and proactively addressing delays, we can ensure the project is completed on time, within budget, and meets all objectives. Thank you for your attention, and I'm happy to answer any question.
Cost management plays an important role in the successful construction of Changi Airport. It ensures efficient resource allocation, allowing the project to handle large-scale activities such as building terminal and runway. By preventing financial overrun, cost management avoids delay and maintain the quality of construction. It also aligns project goals with financial planning, ensuring that all stakeholders are on the same page throughout the process. Effective cost management is built on three key components, which are cost estimation, cost control, and financial reporting. Cost estimation predicts total cost for material, labor, and logistics. We also set a financial plan for the project and planning for risks like supply chain problem. Cost control track expense during construction to spot problem early and save money, such as buying material in bulks. Financial reporting provides transparent update to stakeholders, tracking expenditure across milestones like foundation works and infrastructure installation, ensuring long-term sustainability. To manage cost overrun effectively, it's essential to focus on four strategies. First, maintain effective communication by keeping everyone updated on the project progress, risk, and decision, avoiding miscommunication and unexpected costs. Next, practice resource optimization by allocating personnel, material, and equipment wisely to minimize waste and maximize productivity. Regularly monitor and report project progress and spending, quickly identify and address any budget deviation. Lastly, implement contingency planning by setting aside extra funds to cover unexpected expense, ensuring the project stay on track even though when a surprise arises. Finally, financial accountability is ensured through regular audits, both internal and external, to review financial record and verify compliance with financial policy. Transparent financial reporting fosters trust by providing stakeholders with clear and accurate performance updates. Promoting a culture of ethical standard and financial responsibility encourage employees to act with integrity and properly report any discrepancy. Together, these measures ensure that the Changi Airport construction project remains financially sustainable and well managed.
Hello doctors, so I'm Claudia. So we will be moving on to the next section, which is on reflection and experiences. First of all, let's move on to the team collaboration. So on team collaboration, first of all, I will be talking about the strategies that we use among our group members throughout this assignment to ensure teamwork. So first of all, is by establishing clear goals. It is to ensure that all team members understand their purpose and tasks at hand. Secondly is roles and responsibilities. It is we distribute tasks and clearly outlining each team member's role to avoid overlap and confusion, which allow individuals to take ownership of their own tasks while fostering accountability. Thirdly is open communication. It is to create an environment where team members feel comfortable asking questions, expressing their ideas, and provide feedback, which is very crucial. Honest discussions can lead to creative solutions and strengthen team dynamics. And lastly is to organize regular check-ins. It is where we schedule consistent meetings or brainstorming sessions to allow team members to discuss progress, address challenges, and adjust strategies as needed. On the next section is the challenges that we face throughout doing this assignment. First of all is the lack of engagement. At times where some team members may feel disengaged or unmotivated, which affect the overall productivity of our assignment progress. However, there's a resolution towards it, which we foster a culture of reconnection by acknowledging individual contribution, where we involve team members in decision-making processes to give them a sense of ownership over their work, and regular check-ins of our assignment progress to keep our assignment in check. And second of all is resource constraints, where there are limited resources in terms of material information, where it can hinder progress on our assignment progress. However, the resolution towards it is we prioritize tasks based on urgency and importance and consider relocating resources. Where necessary, open discussions will be held to talk about the constraints, which can lead to creative solutions, such as adjusting deadlines or redistributing workloads.
Hello, Doctor. I'm Mershan. Now I'm present the theoretical knowledge of reflections on experience. Hi everyone. Today I'll discuss how the theoretical concept in project management, time management, and cost management were applied to our project, along with identifying gaps between theory and practice. For the theoretical framework, we start by using the PMBOK framework as a guiding structure for the project. This framework helps us focus on critical knowledge areas such as scope, risk, and integration management. For time management, we apply the critical plan method, CPM, which allows us to identify key tasks and set realistic timelines. In cost management, unvalue management provides structured ways to monitor and control project expense against the budget. While those theories were helpful, we encountered challenges that expose the limitation of theoretical approach. For the real-world gaps, there are two gaps that we face. For instance, stakeholders' demand evolved throughout the project, requiring adjustment to plans. The logistical challenge like material shortages and also labor dispute describe the planned resource allocation. These highlight that while theoretical models are foundational, real-world situations often demand flexibility and improvisation. This understanding leads to signified personal learning, which I will cover in next slide. Next, which are personal learning. Through this project, my understanding of project management in construction had deepened significantly. First of all, enhanced understanding. We learned how multiple knowledge areas in project management must work together. For example, risk management cannot be isolated from time or cost management. The project emphasized how theoretical tools can guide decision making, but also require adaptation to switch real-world challenge. Next, skill development. We develop analytical skill, which help in evaluating project progress and identifying potential risks. Additionally, I improved my problem-solving skill by addressing the unplanned disruption, such as the supply chain delay. The most importantly, we realized the critical loops of effective communication and collaboration in achieving the project success. Last but not least, key takeaway. Overall, the assessment reforms that adaptability and critical thinking are essentials for managing real-world construction projects effectively.